COBBIZ.
Hello everyone, my name is Sushi Dash and today I'm here to give you an overview on how to obtain a license for plywood factory in UP. To begin, firstly we need to understand the basic concept. There are a lot of registrations and licenses involved for establishing any factory in India. One of the most essential act is the Factory Act of 1948. According to the Factory Act 1948, all the manufacturing companies that own any factory in Uttar Pradesh have to compulsorily register their property area with the local governing authority of UP before initiation of any business. The Chief Inspector of the Labour Commissioner organization grants the necessary license after the registration of the factory is completed. The procedure for the registration and the license of plywood factory in UP is mentioned under Section 6 of the Factories Act 1948, which states two essential points. Firstly, a detailed description of the production lines or business strategies for any class must be submitted to the Chief Inspector or the state government. Secondly, the substitution or any growing of the plant or manufacturing machines within stated limits won't be charged furthermore for augmentation of the factory whenever associated with safe work environment and favorable conditions. The manufacturing companies that own any factory in Uttar Pradesh also have to mandatorily comply with the rules enacted by the state government of UP set with the UP Wood Based Industries Establishment and Regulation Rules 1978. Now let's discuss on how has the UP government promoted the growth of wood-based industries in the state. In June 2018, the government of UP has sent an invitation for online application submission for the purpose of license in sawmills, veneer, plywood, veneer along with plywood, standalone chipper, medium density fiberboard or high density fiberboard, particle board, medium density fiberboard or high density fiberboard along with the particle board. Upon the arrival of the due date of the online application submissions, that is on 15th June 2018, approximately 13,500 out of 15,000 applications were accepted for authentication. On 12th of December 2018, the government of Uttar Pradesh granted licenses to 815 applicants in the business of manufacturing wood-based products. Now, we need to know what makes you eligible for licensing a plywood factory in UP. There is a grant for license for plywood factory in UP if the following criteria are met. Firstly, the factory must have employed 10 or more workers for production purposes or power usage. Secondly, the factory must have employed 20 or more workers for the purpose other than production or power usage. If you want to know details about what documents do you require for registration process, issuance process, process of approval of site plan, for renewal process or additional licenses needed for obtaining a license for plywood factory in UP, check our blog published on the COBBIZ website. Now let's discuss the consequences of a violation of any law for the purpose of licensing a plywood factory in UP. For licensing a plywood factory in UP, in case of any violation of any law, rule or regulation by anyone that falls under the Factories Act 1948, then the following penalties are to be implicated that can be either or both. 1. Imprisonment, which can extend up to a year. Secondly, fine that could extend for up to 1 lakh. After approval of the license of plywood factory in UP, if any changes are made regarding the extension of the factory or any new construction work, a detailed report has to be submitted either offline by registered post or online by web portal of the state government of UP or to the Chief Inspector. If there is no response from the state government of UP or the Chief Inspector within a month of from the date of applying, the application is assumed to be approved. If not approved, within 30 days of the date of application, the registered applicant shall be notified through either email or SMS, and the applicant is required to submit the application again, rectifying the mistakes, or may be required to apply in person. So, that concludes our video on obtaining a license for plywood factory in UP. For more such information and queries that you may have, contact COBBIZ from the details provided below. At COBBIZ, we have an excellent team of experts who can assist you regarding various government registrations. You can also comment down below the queries that you may have. For more such video, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.